Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we're going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
Welcome, everyone, to the next episode of the Practiceology 7 Questions in 7 Minute podcast, where we teach you the science of running a highly profitable allied health business that works without you. And today's episode, I've tracked up my old mate, Peter Wishnie from the USA. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Paul. Great to be here all the way here in the United States.
I was only laughing before we got the recording. I interviewed Peter for our Podiatry Summit years ago, and then all of a sudden we catch up again. So he gets this message from me, and all of a sudden here he is again. So, mate, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Looking forward to it.
Now, the official introduction of Peter Wishnie, he's been practicing podiatrist for over 30 years, and he's in central New Jersey, great part of the world. He's the team podiatrist for Rutgers University, and he's board certified in foot surgery. As well as being a podiatrist, he's a practice management consultant for physicians at the Virtual Practice Management Institute, which he'll talk about today. He's also a John Maxwell certified leadership coach and has given lots of lectures on practice management and leadership around the world. He's the author of the Podiatry Business Practice Solution, the Podiatry Business Practice Solution, which is a great read. And as I said, he was one of the featured speakers on our Podiatry Summit, which you can find at podiatrysummit.com. So, Peter Wishnie, you ready to go with our 7-question format?
Shoot, Paul, ready to roll.
No, you look pretty relaxed. You look like you're just taking it easy there. Is there a wine in your hand or something? You
what here?
Relaxed? Oh, right, he's right to go. All right, let's get started. Peter Wishnie, who is your ideal client?
Ideal client is a business owner. Well, right now we're dealing with just podiatrists, but a business owner who might be starting their practice, want to know how to actually retire from the practice, or is in a rut. So that's like every kind of business owner, but we actually put together, an ideal client, someone who's tired, doesn't know what to do, has problems, doesn't have the solutions to really actually have the business of their dreams, and that makes sure they reach their goals. It's really simple. It's anybody that needs help in their business, business owner.
So question 2, you kind of touched on it, but the problems you solve for them, is it just business help? What's the problem, the specific problem you solve?
The problem I solve is time. See, what happens is that we are focused so much on our business, especially when starting out, and we don't know how to actually make more money, decrease stress, and decrease the number of hours we're working in our clinic, our practice. And we need to work more on it and be able to solve the time issue where we are home with our families and doing the things we love, because your business does one thing, gives you the life you so deserve and so desire. That's what it does.
So question 3, with about 5.5 minutes left. So what are the typical symptoms owners experience when they have no time and they're under pressure? What do they suffer from?
Increased stress. They might be burnt out. They just constantly worried and concerned because they don't have the solutions. They know their problem, but they don't have the solutions, and they're just not in the present moment. They're just so worried and concerned and stressed out.
So question 4, with about 5 minutes left. So what are the common mistakes, Peter, owners make when they're under pressure for time and stress? What are the mistakes that they make when they're trying to solve this for themselves?
Work harder. They think that's the solution. We've been told the harder you work, the better the results. And we do not ask the people right in front of our noses, our staff, our organization, what can we do to make this a better place, not only for the staff, but for the patients, for everyone who walks in that clinic? But the mistake is we don't speak to other people and ask for help.
Why is that? What are we worried about what they'll say? Why wouldn't we do that?
We are worried to show that we don't have the answers. We think we should know all the answers, and why not? We're smart people. We should have all the answers. And that maybe other people who don't have the degrees we have, we don't think they have the answers. So if we don't have them, they probably don't have them.
Right. Well, question 5 there with about 4 minutes left. So what's a valuable free action, Peter, that our audience can do to help them overcome their time issues and stress issues? What can they do for themselves?
The reason why I became a John Maxwell certified leadership coach is because the answer to that question is leadership. The better leader you become of other people around you, the higher your organization will go, the more successful it will become. Leadership is the key to just be a better leader to others around you, and you will have a better clinic.
So they need to learn leadership. They need to understand and be better leaders.
Yes, and you work on it every single day. You never get perfection from it.
Well, question 6 then with about 3 minutes left. So what's a valuable free resource, Peter, you've got for our audience that can help them solve this? What can they get?
A few things. So one is any book by John Maxwell. I think he's the greatest leadership writer. Is voluminous material on leadership. And I'm a big Tony Robbins guy because the answer to a lot of this is your mindset. So you can buy mindset and leadership. You handle 90% of everything out there. So the two there. And I've written my book you just mentioned before. If you go to toppractices.com or email me, peter@toppractices.com. Anybody has a major problem on this call or it's something they need solved, I'll be more than glad to help them out and answer their question for them.
So tell me about the book, Peter. So what was the rationale for the book and what led you to it?
Oh, it's every aspect of your business except for marketing, the Podiatry Business Solution. You don't have a practice, you have a business. The word practice is crossed out. You need to be the CEO of your business, be a better business owner, and think like a business owner and not as the cook. You're the owner of a restaurant. You're not the chef.
And where do they get the book again, and where do they find out more about it?
You could get it at toppractices.com.
Beautiful. And question 7 with about 1.5 minutes left. So what's the one question, Peter, that I should have asked you that will give great value to our audience today?
How do you get so much done in so little time? It's a question that I've asked other people, and I've written a book. I work out. I just take care of every aspect of my life as best as possible. And the answer is a few things. Time blocking. Just know this is the time I'm going to do my videos. This is the time I'm going to do my podcast, my webinar, whatever. It's the time I'm going to work on my practice in just that time. Plus delegation, delegating things you shouldn't be doing, even though you might be good at it, delegating, and then working on a slight edge principle. It doesn't have to all be done today. The book by Jeff Olson, The Slight Edge. You do work on one thing today, a little bit every single day at a time. Before you know it, in 7 months, you have a book that you wrote, and unbelievable, you didn't think you could write a book, but you do a little bit every single night, whatever it may be. Clean out your garage a little bit every day. In about a week, your garage is cleaned up.
Blocking and slight edge. We're just all over the place with our time, aren't we? We do this and the email comes and you're distracted. That's a nightmare, as it happens to all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Great session, Peter. Thank you so much for joining us again. I loved it. Well done.
I love it too. Thank you.
Now, if you haven't caught our monthly Practiceology demonstration and you want to find out more about the program, head over to mypracticeology.com. I'll see you on the next episode.